can't believe it's already been 7 days of our Advent, so it's time to evaluate whether or not I am on the naughty list or the nice list for week 1. Well, right away on day number 1, I was naughty because I opened my Polkadot Creek yarn early because I could not wait. So I think that's a strike against me in the naughty list. But when you think about all the knitting I've been doing, I feel like I've been keeping up rather nicely. So that is definitely a nice column. Well, I guess I've been a little cheeky and a little naughty in regards to the gnome colors with you all. I didn't intend to black out the color there, but because I didn't actually make the final decision, I think blacking out a color for you all is definitely a little naughty. But I am sharing my chocolate with Hubs each second day, and I think that's very nice to share chocolate. I think we're pretty even here. What do you all think? Did I miss any naughty or nice things that happened this first week? Please comment below. Hi everyone, and welcome back to My Pink Bathtub's Vlogmas, Day 7. My name is Diane, and thank you so much if you've been joining me this past week. I cannot believe we've already had a week of Vlogmas. What am I wearing? What am I wearing? Well, I actually knit this. This is, and I'll pop a photo up here, the McInness Cardigan. It was a Lion Brand pattern. It's a free pattern, and I used Red Heart yarn.
No, you didn't, Diane. You used Heartland yarn.
100% acrylic yarn. It's just a nice warm kind of throw on around the house kind of long vest, so to speak. So if you're interested, I will link the pattern below. Got a few things on the go here. If you have been joining me this past week, I do have a playlist linked below with all of the episodes together if you've happened to miss any. Just want to remind everyone that there is going to be a pattern draw on Sunday morning, so you have to get your comment in on day 1 by sometime today, because I film 1 day ahead, and I'm going to be doing that draw for the Woolly Winterland wrap from Polkadot Creek, and then we're going to be announcing the next pattern draw on Sunday as well. I started my gnome last night. I started my gnome very, very excited, and I will show you how far I got. Last night I started my gnome, and surprisingly you start knitting the hat, not the body of the gnome. So here's what I've gotten done so far. It is cabling. I didn't get very far, to be honest, because I had a bit of a late start doing my editing for my video from yesterday. Really taking my time. I've been using my Smash Knits pattern placement marker. It's 2 pieces of wood put together that you can slide on a piece of paper. I decided I needed to use some highlighters and highlight out some of the different types of cable stitches. I feel like it's going to be a little challenging to keep up because of the cabling, and there's 8 different cable stitches in this pattern. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time this afternoon highlighting sections of the pattern to make it easier for me, because I could see how someone would make a mistake rather easily. Again, I'm 15 or 16 rows into the pattern, and I do see how the cable is shaping up. So that has stopped me a few times, but I mean, A, it was dark outside, B, it was like 8:30, 9 o'clock before I even started it. So I didn't really get a good chunk of it done. But plugging away, this is going to be something I'll pick up when I have, I'm not working on that sweater of mine. And speaking of sweaters, here's a little bit more information about the sweater I am doing. I've had a few questions about my Advent sweater. If this base color took just 1 skein of yarn to complete this sweater. Now I am knitting the Gracious sweater. I am doing size 2, and last year this sweater took more than one hank for the gray base color. I call it the base color, the in-between color. It took me probably 1.25 hanks. I didn't weigh the second skein to see how many grams it actually used. I knit this sweater longer than the pattern called for because I wanted to incorporate all 12 colors of the Advent in the sweater. Now, I think you and I both know that there's a good chance there's going to be a brown in the mix with this Christmas color one. And if that happens, I think I'm going to make the decision just to skip that color and open the next day right away to keep going on the sweater. I will try it on then if we have to skip a color and see what the length is like. And as you know, this sweater did grow because of the super wash wool in the yarn. So we've got our Woolly Winterland Advent calendar from Polkadot Creek. And let's look to see what the next color is on day 4. I'm a little concerned it's going to be a dark brown. I'm going to have to make a decision, but let's open it up and see. We do not need to make a decision. We can keep on knitting. This is called Brick. Very, very nice. Very nice. Maybe there isn't a brown in this. Let's see what it looks like with the sweater. This is going to look fantastic. I feel like I'm winning the lottery so far. One of my friends, Milen, said I really lucked out last year with my sweater, picking the gray as the base color, because I've been feeling a little off about picking the brown. In some ways, I feel like I should have picked like a cream color as my base color for this year. The brown is a little dark, but so far it's going well. And as I mentioned, I decided if we do pull a brown in the mix, and I'm sure there will be one, I'm just going to skip it and open the next day and keep going. And then we'll see how long it is in the body, and I'll decide if I should throw in another color or not by then. Because we're not going to pull it out. I have successfully weaved in all of my ends as I've gone along. I should have put that in the nice list, because I was being nice to myself by doing it as I was working on the sweater. Yeah, all of the ends are weaved in. So we're not going back, people. It's going to work out really well. Hubs and I worked on our puzzle today, and I don't know if it's me, but I had a hard time. I think I got 2 pieces of the puzzle. Take a look. Here's some trees or some branches. So they must go like this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Good
I
one.
finally got one. That piece, what number is it?
8.
Oh, okay, get the 8. There's probably 2 7s in the 8. Wrong one. We need 2 7s. No wonder this is so hard. It's not the right numbers. Okay, this is box 13.
Oh, 7.
One of them. Okay, so where's the second one? So 13 was right underneath
Oh, here it is.
number 7. Okay.
The 7 box was here, and we started going there, but then we found it here in 13.
The elves haven't done a very good job putting them in the right box.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Okay, good boys get treats.
7?
Day 7.
Day 7. Hope it's not a ball of chocolate. Oh, yes.
Let me get it.
I know a few of my friends here have purchased Advent puzzles, possibly because of me doing one, I don't know, but a few people have mentioned it in the comments. So I just want to share with you, there may be a little bit of a quality control issue going on. So don't fret if you are missing a piece on a certain day. Look at the day beside or the day below and go through those puzzle pieces. Luckily, they all are stamped with the day that they are supposed to be used in. And this is our second little hiccup with missing a piece or two, but we found it no problem. And I read the pattern for the gnome a little bit closer and discovered that I was starting on the hat. I realized that I was only using the small size needle, so I still have my 2.75 millimeter needles available to knit at least one more sweater. I still have some yarn left of the 2 colors that I've already made, this being one of them. So I want to know if I have enough to make a second sweater in that color, and it'll be a good way to use up a whole bunch of scrap yarn that I have. Started as 13 grams. Let's see if I can do basic math. 8 grams. Oh, 7 grams. So 5 or 6 grams, 8 grams, 7 grams. 8 grams. Let's call it 7.5 grams. Oy, oy, oy. So 5 or 6 grams it will take to knit that mini sweater.
2.5, 6 centimeters by, well, if you go by that, 4 centimeters.
Now it is time for our Aberdeen's Wool, our Tangled Poets holiday box opening. And here is day number 7. I really love these bags. I kept the bags from last year and I'm keeping them again because if I want to regift something to a friend, they're going to come in handy. Wow, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Look at this. That's gorgeous. It's a teal, but it's kind of a deep teal that would go really nice with the color from yesterday. So let's go hang it up at the fireplace. We haven't had a fire yet. I was telling Hubs I want to have a fire soon because it's definitely cold enough. Hopefully we get one next week, have a fire in the fireplace. But let's hang this up and see how the fade is going. Thank you so much for joining me today on day 7. I'm going to get knitting on my sweater. I'm also going to highlight the parts of the gnome pattern to make the cabling a little bit easier for me. And I'm going to do a little bit of research for the mini sweater to see if I can find the pattern for you and to find a replacement hanger. So until next time, my friends, don't forget tomorrow, Sunday, is pajama day. I'll be in my pajamas. We're going to be pulling the draw for the first pattern giveaway. Bye for now.